Hi guys, I'm going to be doing another cash stuffing video today, and it is going to be for the 4th week of June. And the reason why I'm doing another week next week is because it's magical month, which means because I get paid weekly, I get 5 paychecks instead of just 4. So yeah, let's get started. I wanted to show you, this is my puppy Senna, Penny, and that's my boyfriend. But yeah, that's just a cute little picture that I'd like to share. And so yeah, let's get started before this video gets way too long. I am very, very happy because gas prices actually went down last week. Then it did go up, and it's actually going down a little bit further because it was $6.30, and then it went down to $6.10, and then it went down to $5.99, and then it went down to $5.89. So I actually am very grateful because I have $20 left over, and I will be rolling that over because gas prices are very, very, you know, all over the place. So yeah, you have 20, 40, 60, and 5. So we have 65 going into gas, so that's 20, 40, 65 plus a 20, so that's 85. So we've got $85 for gas, and I'm really happy because we have a little bit of a cushion there. So if we did end up using, like, going somewhere that is not part of our normal routine and it takes up a little bit more gas, we'll have the money for it. And then groceries, we'll only get $30 today because I actually just went grocery shopping. So we're just gonna take a 20, and I'm so sorry if you hear our upstairs neighbors. They are so loud, but it's okay. We will not have upstairs neighbors soon. So yeah. Oh, actually, I believe for the groceries, I believe it's just 3 10s. So it's 10, 20, 30. And then kids is going to get $10, and I actually do need to get them some food soon. So their food is normally $25, and that's including taxes and everything. So we have 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. So $3 more and we're good. The next thing that we're stuffing is going to be food, and that is gonna get $20. We're getting Costco pizza today, and I'm really excited because that actually lasts us about 2 days. And so yeah. And then for personal, I did just go to Goodwill, and I spent $11.17, but I gave them the cents that I already had, so I got $9 back. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm just gonna let that be there because the $20 that was in personal, I took it out of Zap because remember I had 120 in Zap. Well, I decided to just put it in personal because I'm gonna end up spending it anyways because it's for my birthday, and my birthday is next week. So yeah, and for personal, it's getting nothing. So that is it for this. The next thing we'll be stuffing will be, and I do have some coins, and I'll be putting that in my jar. And then I just have my 100-day challenge. I'm taking out 28, and I'm gonna do a 20, 5, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay. So actually I'm gonna try to get like the nicer ones so that they fold a little bit better. So yeah, so that is $28. 25, 26, 27, 28 goes into this one. And I really like the pattern of this one. It reminds me of that really popular book with that fish that had like this thing. I don't know if you guys know. I know it's the 2000s babies thing, or maybe 80s. I'm not sure when it came out, but definitely. And I have made my final decision. This is going towards our debt, so that because and then whatever's left over is gonna go towards van. The next thing that we'll be stuffing today will be our bill binder. And our bill binder will be getting the last, or the final 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is gonna go into rent. I am so excited to finally get this out of our binders, because that is just, I hate it. I hate renting. It's just, it makes me feel like I'm working to literally pay for a shitty apartment. Not saying that our apartment's like that shitty, because I actually really like our apartment, but we don't have good AC, and to pay $1,800 a month is kind of ridiculous. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's the base price. And then this 50 is going towards utilities. And so now we have 50, 110. Sorry if you hear the lawn being mowed. I think they're doing maintenance right now, so. And then the next thing we will be stuffing, is going to be a firm. So we're stuffing $25 in a firm. And that is perfect, because next week we just have to put 100 and we're good. And then the month after that we're gonna start paying, like, I think 128 instead of 155. So we have 20, 40, 55. And I'm excited to not have this anymore, this envelope anymore. And then the next thing that we'll be stuffing will be the green binder. And in the green binder, I did make a couple changes, or one change actually. I did go ahead and take out 1 month ahead. The reason why I did that is because this van envelope is not like to buy out the van. It's to be ahead of the loan payments, because we're gonna take out a loan to buy the van. And I would rather, put the $21,000 we're spending for rent a year, and put that towards a van that we can have equity. One of my commenters, Kari Budgets, I'm not entirely sure, but she made a very good point. She explained exactly how I think of things, such as like the equity of a van is better than the equity of like an apartment, because you don't get equity for an apartment. You're basically just paying to live there for the short amount of time, but you will never see that money again. It's like a very expensive hotel, basically. Whereas like with the van, you'll be able to get that some money out of the van. Whereas like with an apartment, you will never get money back for it and stuff. And plus there's a lot of uses for a van in comparison to an apartment. So we're skipping everything and we're going straight to rainy day, I believe. So I took out 1 month ahead. I put whatever was in there. I think it was only $20 in there. And I put it in rainy day, and we are adding $10 today to rainy day. And so that now is $20, $40, $50, $60. That's for rainy day. And I really do appreciate it when you guys like make comments and stuff, especially when I got that comment on my last video about the equity and stuff, because that's exactly what I was talking about. I just couldn't find the word for it, and equity is what I mean. Like when you're wasting your money on rent when you can be having like a house, you know, like at least, yes, you're still paying technically, no, it's not rent, but you're paying about the same, but at least at the end of, there will be an end to your payments because that house will end up being your house. Whereas like with an apartment, you will never own this apartment. You will never get anything out of this apartment. You can't liquidate this apartment. You can't, there's no equity towards it. And that is the exact word I was looking for. So I was really happy when that comment popped up on my thing because I was like so lost of words, and I kind of felt like I was ranting about something that might have not made sense because I was like missing that one word that could have really pulled it all together. And so I was really, really happy to have that comment. But yeah, so I think I already put the 10 in there. The next thing that we are going to, and again, these envelopes are not going to be gone forever. When we get a mortgage for the house, I will obviously put the 1 month ahead back because that will be a very good thing to have. For when we have a house, but for our van, I don't think it's that necessary. So for holidays, we are going to put $10. I am planning on not really focusing too hard on holidays. Like I do want to put a decent amount in here, but I'm not going to be upset if I don't reach 500. And the reason why is because soon we will be moving out of this apartment, and we will be boxing everything up, selling everything, putting things in storage. So this is not really too important for me right now in comparison. And with our economy, again, I don't really know how much I want to be spending, especially since things were overpriced, except now I've noticed a lot of prices did go down. Like I've noticed at the grocery store that the prices were going down slowly. Well, at least at Walmart, the Walmart that I shop at. And then I've also noticed you know, the gas going down, and then I've noticed there's more clearances where things are getting a lot less, because at Walmart there was a huge overstock, and you can tell because literally the shelves are stocked full, that they had to use like the upper shelf. And I think that's a really good thing for us, bad thing for them. But yeah, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40. So now we have $40 in holidays. In gas, we are going to put $5 in here. So we're gonna put $5 in gas, and now we have 15. This isn't for our like daily gas. This is for unexpected, or like if we go on a little road trip or something. This is for that, so that we don't have to pull from our budget so much if we just build little by little. Like pull from our paycheck so much. And then of course we are gonna do date night. We are gonna put $10 into date night, and I'm really happy because this is starting to build up. Gage just wanted to go on a date, not like yesterday or a day, like 2 days ago, and I told him that I don't want to go on a date until I have a good cushion in this. So until we reach $200, I'm not willing to go on a date right now, because again, with this economy, I'm really trying to stay a little bit tighter on our budget, which kind of sucks because, you know, I did just go to Goodwill and kind of buy things that I didn't really need, but I went ahead and bought them anyways because it was money I set aside for myself for my birthday. Oops, sorry, my dog just squeaked her ball. I'll show you guys. So that's Penny, and that's Senna. And they're just really good girls. Yes, okay. Anyways, so for date night, we now have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And we are not going to go on a date until I reach 200. Because I've realized that I would put like $20 in there and then spend it the next week. And then I'd put a $30 and they'll spend it the next week, and then it would always be empty. And I don't want it to be empty. I want to have a good cushion in all of my envelopes. So yeah, we won't be going on a date until I reach that goal. Beauty's gonna get 35, so it's gonna get the last 20, 10, and 5. And that is gonna go towards Beauty. And I did decide that I will be getting a pedicure. And the reason why is because in the summertime, I do expose my toes a lot more than in the wintertime. My nails are fine. Like, once these chip off, I'll probably just buy nail polish and just paint them myself. But my toenails, yeah, that needs to be done by a professional, because it's hard for me to paint that. So yeah, so 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 130, 40, 55, 60. So this is $160. And then, oh goodness, so I have all these ones left. So I messed up my budget a little bit, but it's okay, because I'm just gonna put these ones inside of this. So this $1 savings challenge. Okay, and then I'll just do that. Yeah, so now I have a pretty good amount of ones. And yeah, that's all for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next video.